Here we are at day 2 of the Olympics over here in Greenwich Park, just outside of London, and I'm here with Team Smart Pack rider Allison Springer, and just behind us is fence 3, the first question on the cross-country course, and Allison is kind enough to go ahead and walk us through it.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to be here. We are on top of the hill at Greenwich, so that's where this course starts. 1 and 2, just nice gallop fences, and number 3 is our first question. As you can see, you have a pretty good angle of 2 jumps, and they've got bushes on the back side of the A element, so if you're going to go direct, you have to take a pretty strict straight line, and riders tell me it walks 3 strides right on. And the initial word that I have about the course is very technical in the beginning, very hilly in the beginning, and then at the end it flattens out and less jumping efforts per minute, so I'm pretty excited to see this. So this is our next combination at fence 5. It appears to me that you have 2 choices here. I haven't been able to walk it myself, I've just been watching the other riders, but fence the A element right in front of us, you'll see the boy taking a right-hand turn. Then it appears to me 3 strides down the hill to the C element. That's the direct route. The longer route would be to have this appears to be, you know, a steady 2 down and then bending line to the log under the tree. Can't really tell how influential or not this is going to be. I just think it's going to be like who can be nippy setting up and getting out of here. Doesn't look too terribly challenging yet.
Here we are at fence 7. We've arrived in outer space, just coming past the Saturn and now jumping the moon. And as you can see, the ride goes straight down the hill. And as we were walking over, Allison mentioned something interesting about the 3-star course being a little bit harder for horses that are used to a 4-star. Can you talk about that a little bit more?
Yeah, I think, you know, remembering back, I believe it was the Athens Games when we saw Pippa Funnel on her amazing 4-star horse, and she had quite a bit of a difficult time controlling him because the fences were simply just too small for the horse. And we've got a lot of great cross-country horses here this week, and I'm noticing as I walk around that these fences aren't necessarily very big. So, you know, the really good gallopy, big jumping horses, they like a little bigger jump to help back them off a bit. So we might see some great, you know, this might be tricky for some of the really good horse rider combinations because it is really windy. The fences aren't quite big and people are going to be going quite fast to make time. So when you don't have that extra little added half halt of a big jump, free half halt of a big jump, it gets a little difficult for some people. Here at this moon, you are right. You're going to be feeling like you're jumping out into space with a beautiful London skyline. It's amazing. It's not too steep on landing, so I don't think this is going to trip up too many people. And there actually is a nice little ramp to the top of the moon, or where you jump. But it does get quite steep, and then we go down to the first water, so it'll get exciting now. Okay, doesn't look too terribly difficult from here. I can't see what the BC distance is walking out. It appears like it might be on a little bit of an angle. It looks like it might be a stride, but I haven't walked down there yet. Like I said, I don't think it's too big or too terribly difficult. The difficult part is you're going to come screaming down this hill from the moon fence, and so this is going to be the influential thing as far as the whole course is the time to make. So coming all the way down this hill, you're going to see some people that are setting up way too early and other people that are maybe setting up too late, but I think probably just the setup will be the most difficult part. Hi, here we are at 10. The coffin looks to be quite a good jump. What I do like about it, I think the inn is fairly forgiving in that it has a rampy top. I think they're always a little bit more daunting when you have that airy vertical like we saw at Kentucky. But you do have a good enough of a hill. It appears to me to be 2 strides across the ditch, and then just on the other side of this tree is a little more skinnier out. Looks like it's a little bit of an angle, but it doesn't look too severe or too tricky. I mean, there's definitely terrain to this. Good sized ditch, but I would like as a rider that it has a little bit of a rampier top. It's a little better to ride at. We're now here at fence 20, which is a leaf pit. I've heard a lot of riders talking about this. Good sized drop behind me, landing on a hill, and then it appears, again, I haven't walked this, appears to be 4 steps to this skinny. So it'd be a good accuracy question. Does appear to be a black flag option here, but that's going to, again, be very costly time-wise on a course that's already very hard to make time on.
What you're seeing here is actually the American flag just atop the Team USA USEF USET house in Greenwich Park. And as you can see, as we pull back from the house, we are right across the street from the water complex here at the games. We'll be bringing you full coverage of tomorrow's cross-country action, so stay tuned for more.